Hi, it's Darcy in Southeast Texas. I hope you are having a wonderful day today. I wanted to get on here real quick and talk about how to avoid foreclosure. So, as many of you know, I've been doing real estate almost 20 years now here in Texas, and I do regular real estate, but I also do foreclosures. And I want you to know this information because a lot of people don't know these details that can prove helpful if you ever face this situation. So, 9 times out of 10, when a corporate client calls me to process a foreclosure property, they ask, has this property been on the market in the last 12 months? 9 times out of 10, it has not. And what does that mean? That means the person who got foreclosed on ultimately left any equity built up in that home behind. They walked away. Now they have a foreclosure on their credit and they walked away from it. They defaulted, right? So with that being said, let me give you a few tips that you need to hear when you're in that situation, because I know when you're in that situation, you probably feel hopelessness, you feel like there's no chance, and you don't know what to do. And you're just frozen by fear and anxiety. So I want to give you this information to help you navigate if you ever find yourself in that position or you know somebody currently in that position. So whenever anything changes with your finances, say for example, property taxes and insurance went up, which is happening everywhere right now, and that caused your mortgage note to go up and you can't afford your mortgage anymore, or you had a job loss, or some life circumstance changed where you can't afford that property anymore. The moment you make that realization that you're going to have to default on your mortgage note is the time to call the agent. You need to get an agent out there right away and get that property on the market right away. Now, when that agent comes out to your property to do that initial listing appointment, I want you to be upfront, forthcoming, and transparent. You need to let them know, I can't make my mortgage payment anymore. I'm not behind yet, but as of the first of the month, I will be behind. That'll be my first missed payment. Or I'm already a month behind, and first of next month will be my second missed payment. These agents need to know that information. That information is crucial. That tells them how long they have timeline wise to get that property sold before the foreclosure process starts. The majority of loan docs are drawn up to where you can default up to 90 days before that foreclosure starts. However, look at your original loan docs that you signed at the title company when you closed on that property to verify that, because every bank is different and it depends on how your individual loan docs were drawn up. So with all that being said, contact an agent, get them out there, be transparent. Try to get that property sold before the foreclosure process starts. Also, another good pointer, go ahead and call your bank that your mortgage is through and let them know up front, hey, we are well aware that we are not able to make the mortgage payment and we are actively trying to get this property sold. Some banks will actually work with you to allow you time to get that property sold, because in the long run, it's cheaper for them for you to sell that property versus go through the foreclosure process and legal proceedings and everything it takes to do that. So with all that said, I hope this information helps. My final tip. A lot of people, when they find themselves in this situation, let shame and embarrassment hold them back from trying to get their property on the market and get it sold, because they don't want anyone to know that they're falling behind on their mortgage or they can't make that mortgage payment. That is nothing to be ashamed of. There's no shame. There's no embarrassment. You need to be proactive with it, get that property sold, and get any equity that you have in that property out of that property. So I hope this helps. I'm here in Texas. If you are currently in this situation, reach out to me. We can get your property on the market and I can help you navigate the process. If you're anywhere else in the nation watching this, still reach out to me. I can get you set up with an agent in your area. Again, my name is Darcy Peel. I'm with Coldwell Banker Southern Homes here in Southeast Texas. I've been doing real estate for almost 20 years. I hope this helps. Have a wonderful day.